When you think of Aeries, you probably think of grades, but Aeries does more than just list grades. It allows us to share details with you about your child's academic performance, attendance, test scores, and more. As the central location for contact information, it also helps us contact you and helps you contact us. Before signing in, be sure you're at the right Aeries Parent Portal. Many school districts use Aeries, so rather than searching for it each time, it helps to bookmark the SAUSD Aeries Parent Portal. The link is available from the MacArthur webpage on the Resources menu or from the SAUSD webpage on the Parents menu. When you first log in, you will be sent to the home page. Here you can quickly see a summary of key information. Some of the tiles can be expanded and collapsed using the arrow in the top right-hand corner of the title bar. This allows you to customize your view. There are also several menus across the top of the page. This video will introduce you to some of the key features of Aeries, but there will be a lot that we don't go into here. We encourage you to explore the various options in more detail on your own. The Student Profile page gives a quick summary of your child's basic information, including schedule, grades, attendance, and test results. If you have more than one child in SAUSD, you can easily switch back and forth between their profiles. Under the Class Summary, you can see your child's courses, teachers, classrooms, and grades. You can see whether their grade has stayed the same recently, improved, or gone down. And you can click on links to visit any class websites listed. Many times, you will want more than just a list of grades. If you see that your child has a missing assignment, you probably want to know which one, or you may want to know why your child's grade went down to a C in math class. To learn about your child's grade in more detail, click on the linked gradebook for that class. Here you can see a list of all the assignments in that class's gradebook. The score is the number of points earned on that assignment. The scores are averaged together to create the overall grade in the class. The next column shows how many questions or items were correct and how many were possible. Many times the score and points will show the same number, but sometimes, as you see here, they are different. In this case, the test had 36 items, but the test was worth 200 points. Remember, it's the score that gets averaged together to make the grade. The second to last column shows whether the teacher has finished inputting the grades for this assignment. To see if your child is missing any assignments, look in the scores column for red blocks. The red indicates that the grades have been input for the assignment, but your child does not have one. If you see a missing score but it has no red block, don't worry. There are several reasons why an assignment might not have a score. Most often, the teacher has not input the grades yet. The assignment might be an extra credit assignment, or your child may have been excused from the assignment. To learn more about why your child might be having trouble in a class, it helps to look at the grade summary. This is found at the bottom of the gradebook detail page. Here, the grade is divided up into categories set by the teacher. You may be able to see, for example, if your child needs to participate more, study more for tests, or get some help with writing. This child, for example, does well on everything except quizzes and tests. He can probably benefit from some tutoring on how to prepare for tests, or simply more time studying. This child, on the other hand, does fine on tests, but struggles with writing and homework. She might benefit from going to tutoring to get help with her homework assignments, or when she has a writing assignment due. When looking at categories, it helps to notice whether the teacher uses weighted categories. If a teacher uses weighted categories, the grade summary will show a column for percent of grade. This can help you decide which categories are most important to focus on in that class. For example, if homework is worth 15% and tests are worth 85%, it would make most sense to focus on doing well on tests. It is also important to notice how many assignments are in each category. If there were only one assignment in the homework category, it would be worth 15% of the overall grade by itself. However, if there were 60 assignments in the homework category, each one would be worth much less. If the teacher does not use weighted categories, there will be no column in the grade summary for percent of grade. In this case, you can look at how many points an assignment is worth in the score column. This will give you an idea of how important each assignment is to the grade. It would be more valuable to make up an assignment that is worth 50 points compared to one that is only 10. Keep in mind that different teachers have different policies about makeup work, so it's good to look at the class syllabus or the teacher's webpage to find out if your child can make up work. At some point, you may have a question for the teacher, and Aeries makes it very easy to send a message. At the top of the gradebook detail, you will find a link to the teacher's email. If you have a default email client, you can simply click on the link to start an email to that teacher. If not, you can copy and paste the email address into an email as well. When thinking about grades, it helps to keep an eye on the big picture too. At times, you may want to look back and see grades from a prior grading period, or maybe your child's overall academic performance at the school. From the Grades menu, you will find the Grades page, which lists the grades that were sent out on the progress reports. Grades from the first and second grading periods are not final. The grades become final at the end of the semester. You can see the final grades for 6th through 12th grade by clicking on the Transcripts option on the Grades menu. On this page, you can also see your child's overall GPA, or grade point average. In addition to grades, you can see a summary of your child's attendance on the student profile page, including the total absences, tardies, unexcused absences, and days present. To see more detail, click on the Attendance menu. Here you can see the attendance day by day and period by period. The legend below the attendance detail explains what each of the attendance codes means. For example, the I you see here stands for illness. The student was ill on that day. Your child takes several standardized tests each year. These tests help us measure your child's progress and determine how best to teach your child, including placing him or her in the most appropriate courses. You can see how your child's achievement compares to the expected levels by looking at those scores too. As with all the other key information, you will find a summary on the student profile page. To see the results in more detail, click on the Test Details and Test Scores pages from the Test Scores menu. Aeries can also help you stay on top of your child's progress by sending you weekly progress emails. To sign up for these emails, expand the menu from the top right corner of the screen and choose Parent Notification Preferences. Check the box to receive weekly emails and choose a day and time that work best for you. So now you know how much you can learn from Aeries, but did you know that you are also sharing information via Aeries with us? When you complete your registration, the information you provide is entered into Aeries. Teachers, administrators, office staff, and our Parent Link system all use the contact information you provide so that we can get in touch with you. Be sure to check that your contact information is up to date and let us know right away if anything changes. That way, you won't miss out on any important calls or messages from us. On the Student Information menu, choose Contacts to see the information we have. Thank you for taking the time to learn about Aeries. Your support makes an amazing difference in your child's education. We hope you take some more time to explore the data available to you in Aeries and ask us if you have any questions about the Parent Portal.